So good morning, everyone. We are going to start in child's pose today. So you can bring your knees mat width apart and big toes together touch. And walk your hands out. Lengthen the spine and then pull your forehead down towards the mat. And just start to breathe. Breathe in and out through your nose only. Allow yourself to sink down into the ground with each breath. Thoughts to dissipate. And continue to focus solely on your breath. Start to connect with your Ujjayi breath. As you breathe in and out through the nose only, you make a sound with the breath like waves of the ocean. Practice breathing into your throat and practice breathing out with your throat. Notice your body, any sensations you're experiencing as you sink down with each exhale. Relaxing the body, clearing the mind. And now focus your mind on one thought. So you're going to say a mantra. You don't know what it means, which is a good thing because then your mind won't wander in thought. But you're just going to repeat the simple 2-syllable phrase of lo hum in your mind. Lo hum, lo hum, lo hum. It's a mundane sound that you repeat over and over again to allow your mind to stay focused on that thought alone. So in your head, just keep repeating this mantra, lo hum, lo hum, lo hum. If your mind drifted in thought, that's okay. You just bring it back to the mantra gently and continue repeating. Notice what happens. You go deeper into your meditation. Grounding and centering. Start to bring your mind back into the room and notice the sound of the music or any other sounds as you bring your awareness back to the room. So in yoga, we go from withdrawing from the senses, pratyahara, to dharana, which is to focus on one object, whether it's a mantra, a sound, a candle flame, anything, your breath. And then that helps you get into dhyana, which is your meditation. So as you're coming back into the room, begin to lift your head slowly. So move slowly with purpose as you walk your hands over to the right. So walking them off your mat, and allow your left palm to reach on top of your right palm, extending through the fingertips. Sit your weight back towards your heels more. Lengthen through your left side body. Turn your head under your right arm. Turn your head under your left arm. Notice the difference. Feel the variation. Lift your head up and slowly walk back to center. Lengthen a little further through the fingertips. And then walk the hands over to the left, bringing your right palm on top of your left. Lengthen through the right side body. Feel your sit bones shift back. Turn your head under your left arm. Feel your body. Notice what you're feeling sensation-wise. Turn your head and look under your left arm. Or right arm, just kidding, left arm, whatever one you didn't do. And feel the difference. Notice the variation just in that one little subtle movement, that subtle change. And then slowly lift the head up and come back to center, walking the hands out again, lengthening. And then slowly coming up into a tabletop position. And if we could just silence our cell phones, whoever has their phones here, if you could just check it and make sure it's on silent really quick before we, anyone who has a phone. And then we're gonna come into some cat-cow. So tuck the toes, arch the back, look up, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, round and curl, pressing the floor away. Inhale, tuck toes, arching the back, look up. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, arch, tuck toes, look up. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, arching. Exhale, round. And then coming into neutral spine for a moment, making sure hands are under the shoulders. Just shift your hips side to side. Just wiggling your hips from side to side, left to right. And then tucking toes, hover knees off the ground, engage your core in a bear plank. Stay here as you bring belly to thighs in turbo dog. Feel the quads engage. And then slowly straighten the knees as your hips reach to the sky. Press your heels to the floor, downward dog. Pedal out your feet, bending and straightening one knee at a time. Pressing opposite heel into the ground. Lift both heels high. Drop them over to the lower left corner of your mat. Inhale, lift heels high. Drop them over to the right corner of your mat. Inhale, come back to center, lift heels high, and then exhale, drop heels both to the ground, lengthen through fingertips, push into the finger pads to take pressure out of the wrists, and then slowly roll forward into a plank position. Engage your core. Drop to your knees, hips forward, look out, roll elbow creases forward. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, lift up, elbows still bent, cobra pose. Exhale with knees together into a closed knee child's pose variation. Forehead towards the ground. Notice the difference in the quads here. Roll up as you round your spine. Separate knees again, coming back into tabletop. Circle the left arm. So I'm going to do the actual arm. Left arm is circling as you move your body. Reverse direction. You're still shifting forward and back with your hips, warming up the hips, warming up the shoulder. And then coming back to center. Inhale, right, left arm up, look up at your fingers. Exhale, thread under your body, roll onto your left shoulder, wrap right arm behind your back, and square the hips. So if you feel your hips are moving to the right, just shift them over to the left a little bit. Keep the toes tucked and engage your core. Try floating your right leg up to the sky for a balance challenge. Breathe. Point and flex the right ankle. Circle in both directions. Slowly lower that right knee. Did your hips move? Are you able to square them again to get a deeper twist through the spine? Release right arm to the ground, press strong. Inhale, left arm up, look up at hand. Exhale, back to center. And circling right arm. As your weight shifts back, follow the hand with your eye gaze. Looking up and over. Reverse direction. Come back to center. Inhale, sweep right arm up. Notice where it's marked on the ceiling. Exhale, twist. Thread it under your body, roll onto right shoulder. Using left hand, push into the ground, square hips, and then wrap left arm behind your back. See if you can fit your hand in your right front pocket. Floating up with the left leg to the sky. Point and flex at the ankle, engage the core. Circle ankle in both directions. And slowly lower that leg down. Pause here. Make sure your hips are squared and you get that depth of the twist. Release left hand. Press into the ground with left arm. Right arm reaches up. Were you able to increase that range of motion? Look at your hand, and now where is it aligned on the ceiling? Come back down to tabletop. Press strong into your downward facing dog again. And then slowly walk feet up to the top of the mat. Hang heavy here in your forward fold. Measure 2 fist distance so you stay hip width. You can grab opposite elbows and hang heavy or rock forward, back, side to side. Allow your head to be like a bowling ball with that weight, reaching down towards your toes. Release the arms and hands, tuck chin to throat, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling shoulders down and back, head comes up last, standing strong and tall in your mountain pose. Breathe, feel the strength flowing from the ground up your body, all the energy flowing to the sky and back down into the ground through you. Feel your feet evenly distributed. Bring hands to your hips, palms facing inward on the hips. Shift into right foot. Lift left knee up and circle. So it could be a small circle. You're working on your balance. You're going to circle forward and around 3 times, and then release and reverse direction. If you're a little shaky, that's a good thing. No worries. That's good. And after 3 in both directions, come back down, mountain pose. Roll the palms open. Lift the toes, feel the inner arches engage, and then spread the toes as you press down. Feel all 4 corners evenly distribute the weight. Internally rotate the upper thighs. Hands come on hips, shift into left foot. Lift right knee up and circle in one direction 3 times, moving slow. Keep your eye gaze focused, your drishti on a spot in front of you. After 3 in one direction, reverse. Slow motion, waking up the hips. And then lower down into mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, reaching arms overhead. Press palms together. Exhale, draw those palms into your heart. Namaste, everyone. Let's press the palms strong together in the center of your chest. Feel the chest engage. Lift the spine. You could keep feet hip width or step them together. We're going to go through our sun salutation A and B. So inhale, reaching arms up and overhead. You can bring them straight up or circle around, your choice. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, inhale. Plant palms, step back to plank. And lower down, you can either drop to knees if you need to, or all the way to the ground. Inhale, slide through to cobra. Exhale, shift back on knees. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths here. Remembering your ujjayi breath with sound. Let that sound be heard by your neighbor. It's just like fogging up a mirror with your breath. The same muscles in the throat constrict. At the bottom of your next exhale, look between hands. You can step, walk, or jump up to the top. Between hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And hinge up from the hips. So press into the feet, back is flat. Inhale, up, arch back. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale to chair pose. Squatting down, but knees together, big toes together. Unless it bothers your knees or back, you can separate feet hip width. Sink a little deeper here. We'll stay here for a few breaths on the first round. Tuck tailbone slightly, not too much, and don't let the back arch. Engage the core, weight in heels. Look at thumbs. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Plant palms, step, walk, or try to jump into a chaturanga. 4-limb staff. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And step your right foot between your hands. Okay, now I'm mirroring you because it's a habit. Inhale, warrior 1. Look at thumbs, grounding back heel 45 degrees. Exhale, come down and through. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And step left foot between hands, ground right heel 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, come down and through. Hover or go to the ground. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe for 5 breaths here. 5 deep, slow breaths. In and out through the nose only. Make a sound. At the bottom of your next exhale, look between hands, bend knees, step walker, jump, land, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push into feet, come all the way up into chair. Exhale, come to standing, hands to chest or arms by side. Now we'll go a little faster. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant palms, step walker, float, go through your yoga flow. Ending in down dog. And step right foot between hands, ground back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Stick that landing before you exhale, come down, hover, hold, or to the ground. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot between hands, ground right heel, 45. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, come down, hover or push up. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe 5 breaths with sound. Reconnect to your breath. Connecting mind to body through the breath. Bend knees, look between hands, step walk, jump between, land. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, look at thumbs. Exhale, standing, arms come to chest or by your side. All right. Inhale, circling arms overhead, look at thumbs, arch back. Exhale, flat back, swan dive down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant palms, step walk, or float back. And try to hover if you can. Keep those elbows into your sides. Exhale, downward dog. Feet together, right leg sweeps the sky. Bend and straighten the knee. Stacking hip. Reaching that right leg way over to the left side of the room. Okay, I'll do the right leg too, since they're over here with me. Square the hip. Push all your weight into your left heel. Square that right hip down. Flex the right ankle like you're putting a footprint on the wall behind you. Bring knee to nose. Inhale, hinge forward to a 3-legged plank and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Plant that right foot on the ground and keep the back heel lifted. Let's just take this off for a second. Woo, okay. So engage your core. Reach arms out and up as you press up into your high lunge. Tuck tailbone slightly. Feel the abs engage. Feel your legs get nice and strong as you sink down into this high crescent lunge. Reach your left heel towards the wall behind you. Look up slightly. And then ground the back heel. Open up warrior two. Now your shoulders stack over your hips. Look past the right fingertips. Bend deeper into your right knee. Roll open upper thigh. Yes, nice. Sink a little deeper. Feel those hips opening. Flip your right palm, reach forward, exalt back. Walk your left hand down the back of your leg, but look up at your right hand. Touch thumb and index finger together. Look down at your left arm and wrap it behind your back like you're putting that hand in your right front pocket. Look back up at your right hand and then release arms, cartwheel down, frame your foot, and I want you to kick this right leg up to the sky. Stack the hip, bend the knee back between your hands. Right foot comes between hands. Ground back heel. We're going to do this 3 times. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Cartwheel down, kick right leg to the sky, engage your core. Bring right foot between hands, cartwheel up, inhale. Cartwheel down, kick that right leg back up. Woo, feel the hip and glute. Bring the right foot between your hands, ground right heel or left heel. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior two. Last time, exhale, come down, kick up, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank, go through your yoga flow. Any version, any variation, you can end in down dog or child's pose, and we're gonna breathe here for 5 breaths. Working up a sweat today. I'll turn the fan on. I feel like even though the air is working, it's just so hot outside and hot in here. Woo. It's hot yoga anyway, Joan. Yeah, right? It's supposedly, it was blowing cold. It's just, I feel like I need like a third AC unit or something in here because the summertime just gets so hot. All right, left leg sweeps the sky. If you're in a child's pose, just come into your down dog and stack your left foot on top of right, or left hip on top of right, bend and straighten the knee. Really reach that left leg way over to the other side of the room. Square the hip, push through fingers, reach your body weight into that right heel, flex left ankle like you're putting a footprint on that wall behind you. Bring knee to nose, shift forward to plank, engage core, building strength in the wrist, the abs, the shoulders, the chest, the triceps. And plant that left foot between your hands. Keep right heel off the ground. Engage core. Inhale, high lift. Nice. To your crescent. Drop the hips down. Keep bending into that left knee. Right leg is straight. Tuck the tailbone. Bends right knee a little bit, but you have that tuck, so you're engaging your core. You're looking up, reaching right heel towards the wall behind you. Lift chest, straighten elbows. One more breath. Sink a little lower. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Left arm reaches straight in front of you, but shoulders still stack over hips. So don't let your body lean forward yet. Stay low. Roll open that upper left thigh. Glance down. Can you see your left big toe? If not, pull that knee to the left a little more. Feel the burn in the legs. Feel the hips open. Now, flip left palm. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, exalt back. Walk right hand down the back of your leg, but look up at your left hand. Touch thumb and index finger and stay bending in that left knee. Good. Stay low. Breathe. Look at right hand behind you. Wrap right arm behind your back, like you're fitting that hand in your left front pocket. Look back up at left hand. Sink a little deeper. Release the arms and cartwheel down to frame your foot. Lift back heel. Kick that left leg up to the sky. Bring it between your hands again. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior two. Exhale, coming down, kick left leg up, bringing it forward between hands. Ground right heel. Inhale, cartwheel up, warrior two. Exhale, down, kick up. We're doing one more. Plant that foot. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, come down, kick up to the sky, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, go through yoga flow. Ending in down dog or child's pose if you need a little rest. And breathe. From a down dog or child's pose, come to knees and sit up in your meditation with palm over palm, thumbs are pressing. Close your eyes. Now that you're a little more in touch with your body and your mind is a little more centered, grounded, think of one intention for yourself for the day. It could be for the rest of class, but think of it for the whole day. What do you want to work on personally? What's something you want to accomplish today? What's on your goal list for the day? Flutter the eyes open. Close the eyes, flip other palm on top. Thumbs touch, close the eyes. And now think of something that you want to be today. Not that you have to do, but something you are going to be. Are you going to be kind to someone? Are you going to be loving? Are you going to be compassionate towards someone? Feel peace, be peaceful, be joyful. What are you going to be today? And then fluttering the eyes open, taking a deep breath in, scooping up all the energy around you. And as you exhale, come down and through, snake-like motion of your spine. Inhale, lift cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, sweep the right leg up to the sky, and then bring it all the way through. Ground your back heel 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up to warrior one again, just like in our warm up of our sun salutation B. And then I want you to straighten this front leg. Now, you have your blocks here, so don't think of the blocks as a handicap. They're here to actually help you keep in proper alignment and form. Now, if you also would like to step the back foot a little closer, so you have shortened the distance between your feet to maybe 1/3, square your hips, arms are up, so you're feeling the right hip pull back and the left hip move forward and start to lengthen out and over that front leg. You can release your hands to the blocks or to the floor on either side of your right foot. For your pyramid pose or an intense side stretch, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, forehead to knee. See if you can squeeze your chin into your throat, stimulating the thyroid, balancing hormones. Inhale, halfway lift, look out. And this time, lengthen even further, bringing your chin towards your shin. It's okay if it doesn't touch. Press into the right big toe mound to keep the foot even with the pressure. And continue to square the hips, pulling that right hip back, left hip forward and down. Now, bringing your left hand to the outside of your right foot. You can use a block again. See if you could press into that block. And you can slide your left foot back if that's more comfortable for you. So we go into a revolved triangle. Releasing the right arm up. You can have a wider space here for your revolved triangle with your feet. Moving into straightening those legs. Lengthen the bicep over the ear, right bicep. Switch hands. Press into the block with right hand. Reach left arm up. Look up at left hand for triangle pose. Pushing hips Straightening legs, pushing hips, extending them. One more breath. And exhale, come down. You can release the block as you shift forward, float the right leg up, and balance in a warrior 3. Arms come out like airplane wings. Flexing left ankle. Balancing all the way up to standing. Reach arms overhead, and then hug the left knee. Right? Nobody touched the foot down on that one, right? Yeah. That was good. Good. Engage your core. You can stay here holding the knee, or take your left peace finger gripping the big toe and reach your right arm up to the sky. You can stay here or kick. Yeah, you can use the wall, Michelle, it's fine. Kick out in front of you. Maybe your knee still stays bent. That's completely fine. Just go where you're comfortable for your posture today. Just keep the chest up, the spine tall, the shoulders stacked over the hips. And then you can slowly lower right hand to the right and bring the leg to the left. Even if the knee is bent, try to bring that leg over to the left. You can bring your right hand to your hip. And if you really want to challenge your balance, turn your head over to the right. So those are a lot of different variations for many levels. Bring the leg back forward, even if the knee's bent. Release your hands and hold up the knee or the leg, extending. Point flex at the ankle, whether your knee's bent or straight, and then slowly lower. Nice job. So there's lots of options, right? It's all levels. You can stay with just the knee bent that whole time. You don't have to extend the leg, or you can do all the crazy stuff I'm telling you to do. Okay, so back to center. Palms press. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, arch back. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant palms, step walk, or jump. Go through your yoga flow. From a downward facing dog, bring feet together. Left leg sweeps the sky and comes between hands, grounding your right heel 45. Inhale, rise up to warrior 1. Breathe. Look at thumbs. Feeling hips square, you can straighten both legs. And you can step the back foot up. So now that your feet are a little closer, you're going to square and pivot the hips. Inhale, lengthen out over your leg. You can use your blocks on either side of your foot. Try not to grip the blocks with your hands. Try to just press the palm flat on top. Press into your left big toe mound. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring forehead to knee and let go of any tension in your traps or your neck, in your shoulders, in your leg, in your back. Just breathe. Feel that left hip pull back, right hip pull forward and down. Yes, nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Now try to bring your chin towards your shin so you keep lengthening the spine, getting closer with each exhale, even if it's 1 millimeter at a time. And slowly come up halfway again. And you're going to bring either block to the outside of your left foot, or you can reach your right hand to the ground or into the block. Now you can stay here, or if you want to widen your stance, step back your right leg a little. Twist, revolve, triangle. Look up at left hand. Press strong. Keep inner thighs are scissoring towards each other. Nice job. Beautiful. Replace. Put your left hand on the block. It could stay on the outside of the foot or to the ground. Reach right arm up to the sky. Open up to triangle pose. Don't let your hips push behind you. Push them forward to the side, towards your right side, to align the hips and stack the shoulders. We have a tendency to collapse our right shoulder down and push the hips back. So extend. Last breath. Lengthening bicep over ear. Coming down, shift into left foot. Float right leg off the ground. Warrior 3, balance pose. So we're going to try this nice little flow again. See if you can keep your right leg lifted the entire time. As you hinge up, don't let your right foot touch the ground. Bring the knee up. You can hold the knee with your interlaced fingers. Engage your core. Find a spot on the wall to stare at. Your eye gaze, your drishti. Now release your left arm up. You can stay here. Absolutely. Focus on your balance from holding the knee. You can peace finger grip right big toe if you want to advance and pull upward. To go further, extend the right leg out, engaging your core. You can bring that left arm to the left and open up. Hand to big toe, extending. You can bring left hand to hip, challenging your balance by looking over left shoulder. Again, you can hold the knee open, knee bent. You don't have to extend the leg. Nice. Just holding it up there. Wherever you're at, come back to center in front and release your foot or your knee, hands to hips. Point and flex at the ankle, so your knee can be bent here too. Engage your core and slowly lower down. Nice. Balance is an indicator of your true age, so we want to keep working on it. Everybody, everybody know. You want to keep working on balance every day. You're going to get stronger with it. All those little stabilizer muscles in your feet, your ankles will contract and engage and have that muscle memory. Okay, so I'm gonna split up the class into doing crow, or you can also do your wide leg forward fold, or the third option is with me against the wall doing flying crow. That would be the most advanced. So beginner level would do wide leg forward fold, which I'll demo first. So you can step wide either along your mat. You're gonna measure the distance with hands over ankles. And let's have everyone just come into this to start. And then I'll move you into your crow if you're intermediate, or advanced will be on the wall with me doing flying crow. Okay, so forward fold, hinge from the hips, reach your hands to the ground, walk your hands underneath your body, crown of head towards the ground. Feel the opening of the hamstrings, and take 5 deep breaths here. Now, if you're intermediate, you would start walking your hands forward, walk your feet closer together, roll elbow creases forward, and come into your crow pose. Knees are on the backs of your triceps. You can also widen your knees and rest them on the backs of the tricep, inner thighs to try it. If you're at any time feeling uncomfortable or overwhelmed, just come back to your wide leg forward fold, and you can hang heavy here, walking hands underneath. You can come into a twist each side. You can do shoulder stretching, or continue practicing your crow pose. Any advanced students who want to learn flying crow? Right. I know, right? Okay, so here I'm actually gonna try that level. Okay, so you're gonna place your foot on the block. It could be flat or any level you like, so that that level is aligning your knee with your elbow. Your hands are a couple inches in front of the block, and then you're gonna extend your back leg up the wall. So you have flying crow is with one leg extended behind you, and then when you're feeling ready, you don't have to press the foot flat. You can just touch the toes or ball of the foot. You release your foot from the block, and this is your flying crow. Normally, you would have that leg off the wall, obviously. That's your anchor for today. That's all we're gonna do for today. It depends. It depends. Well, you have more stability. Yet one foot is actually on the block. You can, if you want to try with it flat first. Okay, bye, Michelle. Have a good day. No worries, you're fine. So, yep. And you can do it, of course, without a block. If you're at home and you don't have a block, you can do it without. Yeah, there you go, Joan. Nice. Now, press into the wall strong, straightening that leg, and then lift your right foot, but try to continue to touch your knee. So come a little closer. That was really good. Just come a little closer. Yeah, with your hands. Yeah. And hands closer too. Hands closer to the block so that your right knee touches your tricep. Because you want to think that that's how you're doing it away from the wall. Yeah. Anyone else gonna try? Yeah. You guys are like, nah. Okay, let's have you do this then. Yeah. Interlace here and then forward fold. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that looks good. So foot, and then that knee is resting on the tricep, extending other leg up. And then right knee stays on your tricep, because you basically you can come closer to the wall or lower down. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And then release that foot eventually, right? Yeah, no, but that was it. That was good. Yeah. Spider-Man, yeah. So, and then if you want to try it, you know, basically you're here and you're extending, and then you, when you're ready, you release. But yeah, it's that's why the wall is helpful to begin. Beautiful. If you're in your wide leg and you're doing your shoulder, you can also come into a twist. If at home, are you doing this at home? You're flying crows. Nice, Silvano. Straighten that left leg more. Push into the wall. You got it. Straighten your right leg, Kara, and lift your left heel up higher. And bend your elbows. So that was good. We're working on this all week and next week. So you'll have plenty of time to practice. Yeah, it's definitely an advanced pose. It's challenging, but the wall and the blocks help, you know? So that was good. All right. The hard parts are over. Let's come back to the mat. Oh, did you not do the other side? If you didn't do the other side, make sure you do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, that's okay. Or try it without the wall, Silvano. You got it. There you go. So you just need to straighten the other leg because you got it. There you go, Silvana. Yeah, you got it. You just need to straighten that leg and bend your elbows like a crow. Is Yeah, that was actually better. I know it felt harder, but that was good. Yay, beautiful. Beautiful. Tricep. All right, so back to top of the mat. Triceps are more stable if you're engaging them in that move because even though your elbow's bent and you're engaging your bicep, your triceps are still engaged to hold you as well because you're pushing into the ground, right? It's an isometric contraction because you don't have a range of motion. All right, so back at the top, inhale, circle arms overhead, arch back. Exhale, swan dive down, just clearing out that space with a yoga flow. Halfway lift on your inhale. Plant palm, step walker, jump, go through any version of yoga flow. Your last one. Yay. And hold your downward facing dog. Drop to knees. Walking sideways over your mat, you're coming into your frog pose to open up the hips. So walk your hands to the side. Ankles are flexed, toes point outward. So you're coming to your hands or forearms. Push your weight back into the hips. Relax your head, relax down, and breathe. Inhale, hinge forward. Widen knees slightly. Exhale, shift back. Go a little deeper and breathe into your hips. Allow the groin to release and relax. Allow the head to hang heavy. Inhale, shift forward. Bring big toes behind you to touch. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands up towards your body and hands come on the thighs. Sit up on your heels if you can. Roll open the thighs, the hips. Good. Sitting tall, hands come down, shift forward, tuck toes, bring bottoms of feet together, toes are stretching, and then drop knees to the ground. Press palms, lifting chest, knees are on the floor, feel that stretch in the toes. Good. And I'm gonna challenge you. So you can shift hands down and lift knees. Bring heels together and push them forward. Push heels forward, open knees, open hips. See if you can bring hands to thighs or palms press at chest. Prayer hands, chest lifted. Nice balance, everyone. Wow, I'm impressed. Very good. Release hands, step feet wide, sink down into your garland pose, push knees open, feel those hips open again, a little more, lift chest. Nice. Bring hands behind you, fingers face your body, and slowly lower and sit. Float legs up into boat pose, engage core, hands reach forward. You can extend the legs for a more advanced move or keep knees bent. Peace finger grip your big toes. You can kick out forward, engage your core, lift chest. So it's a boat with the fingers holding onto big toes, and now extend into your straddle split, opening up, still holding onto your feet. Nice. Balancing on your sit bones, lift chest up high. Yeah, there you go. Good. Bring feet back in front. Bend knees, release feet to the ground. Engage core, arms reach forward. Feet hip width apart, tuck chin to throat. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. All the way down onto your back. And reach arms overhead, lengthen, extend legs, full body stretch. So we had a lot of hip compression. We're gonna do one more glute and hip stretch, and then we're gonna go into extension of the hip. So this is like a reclining cow face pose. Take your right knee on top of your left, lift your head up off the ground and grab your feet. So your right hand grabs your left foot, left hand grabs right foot. Knees are stacked, you're pulling out to the side in your reclined cow face. You can grab under the foot as well if that gives you more leverage, engage your biceps, and pull the feet towards you. Stay here, but just lower your head to the ground, keeping your back flat, noticing the glute and the hip. Breathe. Release the feet, arms out to the side like airplane wings, and drop both knees over to the left. So they're still stacked. You just drop them to the left for your eagle wrap spinal twist. Turning your head to the right. Knees come up. Stay with the right knee on top of left and drop knees over to the left, or the right, sorry. Turn your head to the left. Relax shoulders, dropping down, and breathe. Notice the difference in the twist. Coming back to center slowly. Release the legs. Press both feet into the ground. Come up for bridge pose. Extend the hips. Roll the shoulder blades under. Interlace the fingers. Straighten the elbows. Pressing the back of your head into the ground. 2 more breaths. Lift a little higher. Feel the hips reach to the sky. Last breath. Slowly lower back down. Crossing your left knee on top of your right. Press the back flat into the floor. Lift your head up and grab the outsides of the feet. Pulling the feet towards you, keeping the left knee stacked over the right. And then lower the head to the ground. Breathe. Breathe into your glute and hip. Release the feet. Arms come out like airplane wings. Drop knees over to the right. Turn your head to the left. Notice the difference in the twist from the first one we did. Being aware of these little subtle differences in your body is key to having that mind-body connection and understanding to a deeper level, staying present. Staying in your body means staying in the moment, always being present. Slowly bring knees back to center and drop them over to the left, turning head to the right, relaxing shoulders. Slowly come back to center. Release the legs. Press feet into the ground, hip width apart. And you can either come up for a second bridge pose or full wheel. So do your second bridge if you like, or you can flip your palms, thumbs by the ears, and press up for full wheel and hold for 5 breaths in your bridge pose or full wheel pose. And slowly lower down after 5 breaths. Press your low back flat into the ground and then lift your knees to your chest, hug them in tight, rock side to side. Bringing bottoms of feet together. And if you can just hold the feet or thread your hands underneath, wrap, and hold the top like a prayer hand, pressing on top over your feet. Knees come wide, forehead is towards your feet. And rock on your spine. You can just stay here rocking or rock all the way back up to a seated bound angle and fold forward, forehead to toes. You can keep the hands under the thighs, under the shins, or just hold the feet. Good. And slowly come up. Release your hands, palms press in prayer forward. Tuck chin to throat, roll down slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Palms together, stay up overhead and reaching arms overhead. Lengthen, bending elbows 90 degrees. Feel the weight of gravity pressing down on your inner thighs. Pull the heels closer to your body. Reclining bound angle. Let the knees fall to the ground. Let your mind go. Start to deeply relax your body, taking slow, deep breaths, but normal breaths, natural breaths. Don't try to change or manipulate your breathing in any way. You can stay here, or whenever you feel ready, start extending your legs out for your final relaxation, Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, roll the shoulder blades together and under. Arms extend by your sides, palms up. And remember your mantra. As you withdraw in from all other sensory experience, you focus your mind, one sense, on repeating low hum, low hum, low hum. Just repeating that in your mind, a mundane sound. If your mind drifts or thoughts enter in, it's okay, just let them be, let them come through. Staying present with your mantra and relaxed in your body. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to the room. You can stop your mantra. Keep your eyes closed though. Keep your eyes closed. Just bring your awareness into the room, into your body. Notice other sounds, other thoughts as you stop your mantra. We have a tendency to think in terms of doing and not in terms of being. We think that when we're not doing anything, that we're wasting our time. But that's not true. Our time is first of all for us to be alive, compassionate, peaceful, to be joyful. This is definitely a lesson that I learn daily. I have to stay conscious, and I know many of you probably feel the same way, that I don't slip back into my old habits of doing too much, exhausting myself. Remember that we're human beings and not human doings. So just like you did today, to take time for yourself, to rest, relax, and take a break from doing. And be loving, compassionate, peaceful, joyful. Be present in this moment, right here, right now. Enjoy the moment. Slowly coming up from your meditation by moving your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles. You can move your head from side to side. When you feel ready, because you want to keep moving slowly and keep your eyes closed, you can pull your knees to your chest, making your way over to your right side. Take a few breaths on your side before pressing up to your comfortable seated cross-legged position, sitting tall. Eyes stay closed, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And staying connected to this peace within you, this joy, this love that you've deeply connected to throughout your yoga practice today. Continuing your day with this connection, this feeling of joy and peace and love, and share it with each and every person you come in contact with. Being your best self daily will shift and change the world. So thank you all for coming this morning. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. You're welcome. So